Okay. Says we're going live.
Does it?
Says we're going live.
Are we?
Says we're here.
I don't know. I don't see anything yet.
Oh, well. It's a wibbly wobbly, timey wimey thing.
Is it really?
Yeah. Because of the time delay. I'm afraid to act like we're actually really for real here after what happened during Wednesday's live stream.
Yeah.
I could see that YouTube claims that we have excellent connection.
Yeah.
But I don't trust it.
Me either. Oh,
No,
wait.
I don't.
Oh, I got an ad.
Okay.
Said, fuck your coffee. No, I don't like that ad.
No, is it one of those drink mushroom juice products?
Mud water somewhere.
I don't know what that is.
Me either. I don't want to drink watered down mud.
I like mushrooms, but I'm not drinking them. Certainly not in place of coffee. That's not happening. Okay, Silent
yeah.
is hooking us up with making sure that we can stop panicking now. So I guess we'll actually say hello.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hello?
Kayla Lords
John Brownstone.
of Loving BDSM, where we help Kingsters have healthy power exchange relationships. This is our monthly Friday night live stream. It's a virtual Munch. It's a Q&A that won't start for about 30 minutes-ish or so. There's no, here's how you skip idle chit-chat. This whole fucking thing is idle chit-chat. And JB has forgotten how all of this works.
Hey, I'm a little blurry and weary.
I know, you're the only one.
I know.
Who is
I am.
exhausted.
You're right. I am.
You are the most exhausted human being that has ever existed on this plane of existence.
And the horse you rode in on, okay?
I'm just waiting for you to go to do the thing you do where you go, oh, I'm tired. So that I get the physical representation of your mental state. So there's no way I can misunderstand how exhausted you are. Never mind, I know you're tired because you tried to pick a fight with me while running errands this afternoon. I know you're tired. Oh, God. I'm going to say hi to folks.
You go right ahead. I'm going to take a nap.
Bad Cat's not officially here, but I will say hello to Bad Cat. And hi to Silent and Candace. Hi, Kitty. Hi, Rara. Hi, Little Miss. See, Silent, there's such a delay. You waiting half a minute while I am, whatevering I was doing with JB. I kind of didn't notice, but it was okay. Hi, Eva. Yeah. We were riffing off of the mud water ad. I have seen mud water. That's why I asked, is it the mushroom juice?
Yeah, I've seen the mushroom one too before.
But I don't know. Is mud water the mushroom one?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't really want to know. Just give me my fucking coffee.
Exactly.
Make it so sweet that I can't actually taste the coffee, but I can feel the caffeine. Let us move on.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want.
Yep.
Silent, you please revel. I have so much doubt. Feel free to revel in all of it.
Silent was stirring the pot. I like that.
I know.
I like that.
Kind of depend on Silent to do that. Hi, puppy. It's officially 9:30. We really just ease in to everything, get our bearings, make sure our internet connection is working. Truly, once we hit about the 10 o'clock time frame, which is 30 minutes from now for our time zone, hopefully, if there were gonna be a glitch, there won't be then, because fewer of us will be on the internet in this house. The kid currently has his phone up watching YouTube videos while he games on his Xbox. So, he's double fisting his internet connection right now. Yeah. Okay, Silent confirmed. Mud water is mushrooms.
Yeah.
I love mushrooms. We'll eat the shit out of mushrooms. I'm not drinking mushroom juice. I'm not, and that it's mushroom juice.
Well, the only mushroom juice I ever drank.
Was it during your deviant days? Not sexually deviant, but your legally deviant days?
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just so glad you didn't go to jail and that you were around to meet me in your 50s. I think we're a little punch drunk, and we hadn't even gotten, like, we're still in the middle of it. Like, there's still another 24 hours.
Yeah, I know.
To go.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, X. I was gonna say something, and it's gone. We are very tired. We worked really hard this week. Hi, Dustin, and it paid off. To the extent that JB did not have to bust ass today. You actually got to sit down a little bit.
Yeah.
And I had a ton of things to do, but they were all little things that didn't take a lot of time. I just had to keep track of all of the things. The part you cannot see, because we still have not fixed the Lola cam, is the stack of boxes waiting to be loaded into our vehicle tomorrow to go to Orlando, to go to the woodshed. And you think Onyx will jump up here? Is that what you're trying to do? So we've got all that done. We're actually a little bit organized in here. That's great. It's not the kind of done where we left like a few half-finished projects. I guess we just can't get to it. We actually got it all done. Hello, ma'am. You're going to headbutt my mic. So, yeah. I feel good. The thing that's hard is we get excited about the woodshed thing. Please don't jump all over the everything, Onyx. But you can't predict, oh, good, our bit rate is lower than blah, blah, blah. If we start stopping in the video, it's our internet connection. Like I said, hopefully it'll, like, work its way out shortly. No, we get excited to go to the woodshed, but you can't predict what'll happen in a retail setting that you only go to once a year. So, like, we're trying not to get our hopes up too much so we won't be, like, depressingly disappointed at the end of the night. But also I think we're feeling good about it.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not a good night, it won't be because we suck, is how I'm looking at that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hi, Onyx. Have you tried their new brush out on them yet?
Yes.
Do they like it?
Yeah.
Do you like it? Does it get as much hair as the older one did?
It's different, no.
What do you see? Are you stalking something, Onyx? Are you on the hunt? I watched her the other day. I didn't get a good view of it because I wasn't paying attention until the last minute. But Onyx came into the office and was walking straight towards my desk, and it looked like she was prancing, like jumping, like a trick pony kind of thing. And then I realized she was looking straight up and she was tracking something that was flying or crawling, but up high, and she was trying to hunt it. So, I don't know what that was about, and I don't know if she caught it. I have not stepped on any carcasses. I have not come across any carcasses. Our Roomba picks up the carcasses. And when I say carcasses, it's like a lizard that did not get out fast enough.
Yeah.
A beetle that somehow made its way indoors. Like, but yeah, carcasses. Am I dreaming am I making this up in my head? In the past 3 years, have we found a frog carcass?
Yeah. Yep.
I wanted to be wrong about that one. I really did.
Yeah, every once in a while we get these little tiny tree frogs in the house, and Onyx finds them.
Oh, it says we have excellent connection again.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, Lord, is she going to make a nest in the boxes now? Onyx is very much, like, checking things out. Lola could not be bothered. Is she laying down next to you?
Lola's in her bed.
Is she in her bed already?
Her bed.
Oh, goodness. Hi, Brooke. Yeah, Boris's revenge. Ooh. So we had a dumbass lizard run in. I think I might have already told the story. I can't remember. I'm a story repeater. It came in the back door, and every time I went to the back door, it scurried around, but it never, like, was aware enough when I would open the back door. I even held it open, like Lola went out or came in, one of the two, maybe both, and I held it open a little longer to see if this lizard would run back out to safety. Never did. Just got all twisted and turned around, and I was like, you're a dumbass. Just go towards the light. This is the one time you want to go to the light. Just go towards the light. But I've not seen it as a carcass yet, so. But, yeah. You know, I think with Onyx, I think she doesn't just hunt to kill. I think she's eaten her kills. But Ella, if she's going to kill something, I think she's leaving a carcass.
Oh, yeah.
Why does Onyx think she should be near the lights? What the hell? X confirms that most lizards are dumbasses. So
Yes, they are.
okay. Oh, good. And our bit rate dropped again. Again, let me just say, I'm going to keep saying it. If we get all spotty and stoppy-starty glitchy, sorry.
Okay. Why don't I just have the boy turn off one of his devices and be done with it?
I mean, you can. Hopefully that'll help.
Okay.
But if it doesn't help, then...
It'll take a minute or two to help.
I just don't want what happened on Wednesday to happen tonight. I actually pulled the live stream, the video playback of the live stream, because it was so disjointed and it just cut off at the end. But I have not had time to upload the audio version, air quote, as a video, for anybody who wants to at least hear what we talked about. That's one of my many plans for Sunday. So, yeah. Did you get a lot of pushback?
No.
Oh, wow. Was he like...
He's just like, oh, okay.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. The youngest, I think, is having a moment. He's sort of come out of himself lately. I don't know if you've noticed, he's been very talkative.
True.
Not as talkative as his older brother, but
No.
there's only one person I know who's as talkative as the oldest, and that's their mother. The 18-year-old, maybe it's because I've gotten older, and yes, I still talk a lot, but just not like I did when I was his age. The 18-year-old talks more than I do once he starts talking. I would never pretend that I'm not a talker too, but I think age has kind of gotten me to like where I'll take up a little less oxygen in a room with talking. And if you're thinking, wow, you're saying you don't talk as much as you used to? Yeah, it used to be way more than this. It used to be 2 to 3 times as much. And that's what the 18-year-old does. So for the 14-year-old to start talking a lot, that's for him and where he is. He is usually the silent type. He's usually the, I don't have anything to say. No, thank you. And he's been very chatty, which is nice. I actually like to see it. So I go get that Horizon. See, the capital letters help my brain make sense of it. Thank you for doing that with your name. I know you didn't do it for me, but I appreciate it. So yeah, the 18-year-old is at his first away game for college marching band in Missouri. He got to ride on
first time on an airplane.
First time on an airplane. I have not heard from him, so I'm sure he's having his first underage drinking experience in another state. I'm just somehow I feel certain about that. I don't ask questions I don't want the answer to, and I try not to ask questions where he might lie to me. So I'm just assuming. I texted him this morning because I knew he was going on this trip. The game is on Saturday, but they leave on Friday. I think they come back on Sunday. And so I wanted to text him before he left to go, have a good time, love you, be safe, don't add or subtract the population, blah, 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 that kind of stuff. And he said something. He responded to my well wishes with plane. And I was like, okay, when do you leave? He goes, in like 5 minutes. Like he was on the plane. I was like, oh, I guess I have good timing. So, but he's very excited. Anything? What else is going on? Oh, you're fiddling with stuff, aren't you?
I'm fiddling, so yeah.
Okay. Well, Silent did confirm that we were looking good on her end.
On their end,
yeah.
okay.
So maybe it's just YouTube deciding they want to scare the crap out of us tonight. For anybody just joining and maybe it's your first time, I know we brand this as a Q&A. The Q&A begins at 10 o'clock our time, which right now is about 20 minutes from now. And we will tell you how to do that when we get there. We're just easing in. We're just getting our feet under us, getting our feet wet.
Watch my cup.
I'm watching. I was looking right at it. I was. We didn't mean to match. I mean, it's not an exact match because I'm wearing my Pitbull t-shirt, but we know we both are wearing gray. We're aware. Oops. This is the shirt I've been working in most of the afternoon, and that's the shirt. That's your soft clothes. It's time for soft clothes shirt. It's the I'm done wearing real clothes.
Right.
Yeah. So. Oh, Silent. Fingers crossed. I hope it's a cold too.
Yeah.
Lord. Yeah, Silent, I have a lot more empathy for my parents after having just raised a talker, because, yeah, you're right, it is exhausting. It's one of those things, though, I had such a not great experience being a talker with an impatient parent that, true to what I've apparently been doing for the past 18 years, I went, okay, I'll just do the opposite of what that parent did. And so we had, it's similar to our communication safe word, but we didn't call it that. We had to create a signal to let the oldest know when we didn't have any more capacity to listen. We wanted to know what he was thinking, but just not right now. And I think when he was younger, like elementary school age, I think we used the timeout signal, because I was determined I was never going to treat him the way I was treated, which is that nobody wanted to hear me and I was just an annoyance, which I was just an annoyance and they didn't want to hear me, but that wasn't good for my self-esteem. So we had to do the whole, yes, we know you have a lot of thoughts and you want to share them and we want to hear them, but we're full. We can't, we need a break. Can we get a break? But then as he got older, especially late high school, and I knew he was going off to college, I was like, I just have to sit here and listen because I know this is ending soon. So my eyes would glaze over and I would start doing the but I was not going to stop him because I might get a conversation like that maybe once a month now. So, yeah. But yeah, it is very tiring. So, well, thank you for the thumbs up, Brooke. And also, sometimes YouTube is stupid. So, yeah. What else? Oh, I didn't tell you because you were in here watching something on YouTube. Lola was sleeping on the couch, as she does. If she's not in her bed, she's on the couch. She had such a dream that not only was she making her little yip noises, she was her whole body was moving and her ears were moving. I couldn't get her to wake up. That was an intense dream.
Aww.
So, yeah. If I'm quiet, it's usually because I'm uncomfortable, either with the situation or the people. Once I'm comfortable, okay, there we are. There's just us looking at our phones. Hi. We watched it sitting and spinning for so long. Silent, I was talking to you in Discord. I looked up and there we were just moving. Oh my god. I legit don't know if that won't happen again or not tonight. We have no way of knowing. I'll tell you this. If it happens again, I think we're going to call it a night and we'll try this again after we see whatever needs to be fixed. Did you break yours?
Apparently so.
Well, there's the pause thing. What happens?
I know.
Oh.
I already...
Oh. Huh. Maybe if you go out and come back in?
That's probably what I'm going to have to do.
Yep. We'll give folks time to come back. if they haven't given up on us.
Oh.
Thanks, y'all, for being here.
Tells me I'm not connected.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because when...
Nope, I got an ad again.
Even though all the lights were on, we had no internet.
Right.
So, was it another reboot? Is that what you had to do? Yeah.
Yeah.
This is great. This is great. This is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. I don't know what to say.
I'm not sure either at this point.
Yeah, we pay grown-up money for grown-up internet. And I mean, I don't know. Is it the service? Is it equipment?
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Who knows?
I mean, we've had no problem. We've not had problems like this since we signed up for it.
You're right, Silent. It is the worst kind of adult content. We're just gonna get our bearings. Let folks trickle back in. It's fine. This is fine. This is fine. It's fine. Lola is still in her bed. The cats have run off. The 14-year-old was just laying in bed staring at the ceiling when I went to get him to confirm that no, he also could not connect to the internet. Silent, yes, an adult beverage would have been nice. We never would have survived tomorrow if we had.
Right.
But at this point, yeah. Just gonna keep moving forward, keeping our sense of humor. What are you doing over there, Dottie?
Yes.
What are you doing over there? What you working on?
I'm in the router.
Ah, gotcha. I figured it was something like that. Yeah. We each have privacy screen things on our phones, which is good because, we pull up all kinds of, stuff we don't want randos to, maybe see, or the kids to see over, if they come up on us or whatever. But it means I also cannot, see what's on his phone. He can't see what's on mine. I'm like, what are you doing over there? I love the privacy screen thing, though. Okay, it is officially 10 o'clock. There's a handful of us here. Others probably gave up on us, and it's okay. But we will officially start the Q&A portion. The way it works is you can basically ask anything. Our boundaries are pretty strong. If we're not willing to answer, we'll tell you. To ask a question, please tag us. So if you start typing @loving and you start typing out loving BDSM, it should pop up. That lights it up for us so we can see it. If your question requires multiple comments to give us full context, or basically a few hundred words for us to understand, this won't be the venue for that question. We won't answer it here. It's just a bit too much. But we do have a contact page on our website, link in the description box, where you can send us that, and it might be a video podcast episode. You might get a written response. So yeah, you can ask us anything. And just tag us. If we don't get to your question right away, do not spam the chat. Silent is brutal with her block button, and I like that about her. Yeah. So yeah, and Silent, that's a valid question. How small does the audience have to be before you can use the word intimate? There's 14 of us here, according to our numbers. So I think we're definitely at intimate. Oh no, we dropped down to 13.
Oops.
Yeah, we are we're beyond, I think, the NPR Tiny Desk intimate, and then we have a bitrate doolally message again. Yep. Yeah, I'm just gonna say it. If it craps out on us, we're giving up for the night until we can figure out what the hell's wrong. I don't want to give up for next week. Maybe because like we have so much time to deal with tech stuff next week too. Yeah. So. So Silent, I'm curious. It's never a time to fuck with you when it comes to being stupid in the chat, but is this one of those nights where people really shouldn't fuck with you? Like it's fuck around and find out to like the nth degree. Is it one of those nights? I'm here for it. I love those nights. I go back later and I'm like, who got blocked? Who is no longer allowed here? Okay. Good to know. Lord. Gosh, what haven't we talked about in a while? Food, drinks, movies.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't seen a new movie in for freaking ever.
Yeah.
But I also barely know what's coming out. Part of that was the writer and actor strike. Like I get that. I know the Marvels has come out. We won't see it till it's streaming. I heard about the movie Elemental after it had been out, and when it started getting like talked about in a good way. I guess it's available on streaming. I'd like to see that. I believe it's animated. Like I don't even know. We didn't see Barbie or Oppenheimer. Oppenheimer is not really the kind of movie I would gravitate towards. Like if you were like, hey, I would really like to watch this with you, and it is streaming, I'd be like, okay, sure. Barbie I wouldn't mind seeing, but I'll wait till I can stream it. So yeah, Dustin, our internet connection clearly needs to be taken in hand in some way. That was a deep sigh. What's wrong?
That's the whole problem. Nothing is wrong.
So that means it's not the routers, and it might be the connection, and it might be Ocala fiber.
Yeah.
Right. Rara, that makes me feel better. I've seen a couple people, I think, in our Discord server who were talking about Marvel's actually being good. Because, of course, the only thing I had seen once I realized Marvel's was even out was people, mostly men people, bitching on Twitter/X. Why am I even still over there? I don't know. It's a bit like watching a train wreck in real time. I go in, I'm like, what are people complaining about today? And that's usually how I know what the topics of interest are. Like both newsworthy and like social, cultural, like what are we complaining about today? So then that's when I heard that many men folk were complaining about Marvels, but they tend to complain about anything Brie Larson's in. They tend not hashtag not all men, I know, but this group of online complainers tend to complain whenever there's female leads in their, comic book movies. So
just fuck them.
Well, yes, I mean that's yes.
Yeah.
Yes. See, and you know what? I remember sorry, I'm not giving any context. Silent said all the reviews I saw said it was a fun movie like Quantumania. I'd heard so much critique of Quantumania about how it was awful, it was no good.
Yeah.
And then we watched it and I was like, is it in my top 3 favorite Marvel movies? No, but it was a fun movie. And quite frankly, it's a comic book movie. It better be fucking fun. Like, what are we doing if it's not fun? I want brain candy. I want it to be engaging and interesting, and like I want to be following a story and give a shit, but like it's just not, it's not that deep. So when we watched Quantumania, I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, I have got to stop paying attention to people who, review, air quote that, movies for the internet because so yeah, exactly. The gym bros can't handle it. Yeah, it's a definite pattern. It's not a cis white man in a lead. Well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna have to hate it. And quite frankly, some of those have been some of the most interesting and well-made movies. Now, I love me a Captain America. I love me an Iron Man. I really love me a Thor. I'm apparently one of those few weirdos that liked Love and Thunder. Yes, I liked it.
I liked
it was
it too.
campy. It was silly, but again, I go see comic book movies so I can shut my fucking brain off. I don't need it to be cinema. Like, it's not that deep. So yeah, we'll wait till it's streaming. Movie tickets are too rich for our blood these days, but I am looking forward to that. But it's for us, this is a busy time of year, busier than all the other times of the year when we complain that we're busy. Yeah. So we can't even finish a show. Like, we started Loki, and we
haven't gotten back to it.
How many episodes did we make it through? 2?
2.
Yeah. We didn't leave any other shows hanging. We've watched the others that we started through to the end, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
But we haven't started new seasons. Like, the Gilded Age is back on HBO.
Right.
We loved that first season. I was in that shit. That was so good. We haven't started season 2 yet. See, and I'm so out of it, I did not realize Echo was coming out, and it took me a second to remember who the hell Echo was. I remember now.
I don't.
Was that, oh no, don't ask me to explain it, because now I'm not confident. I think I'll get it wrong. Oh, no. Rara, I have never watched The Crown. And what's weird is I think I would only like it when it's, like, historical. Like, right now, they're not at modern times, but they're at Princess Diana times. I don't know that I would want to watch that. That feels too close. Like, I remember that shit. So, that's cool, X. That's cool. Cinema Club. Do we have something like that here? Is that an international thing or a Canadian thing?
His Dark Materials was a good series.
Yes, I knew Echo was from Hawkeye, and I was like, I'm getting this.
Okay.
Remember? Yeah. And that was a Hawkeye was one of those. It was not my favorite of the Marvel shows, but it was watchable. It introduced characters. It gave us a little bit more Hawkeye, which was cool, because usually he was just like a side character and everything. Like, he showed up, shot a few things with arrows, was badass, did that friend flirt thing with Natasha, and then moved on. Like, But, yeah. Yeah, I hear a lot of complaints about the Marvel TV shows. Now, I do get it from a perspective of people who are not, like, the type of Marvel fans that have watched every single movie and are, like, in it. I could see where it would be confusing if you're not the kind of person who's following everything. But as somebody who does watch it all, some of the shows are not my favorite. Like, I'm like, oh, that could have been a little bit better. But I've mostly enjoyed them.
Yeah.
WandaVision was the best.
Yeah.
What was the one that introduced the other Marvel? Of the 3 Marvels that are in the Marvels, I can't even remember that character's name, nor can I remember the name of the show. I liked that one, though. I did like that one.
Yeah.
That felt like teenage angsty enough that I was like, yeah, I remember those days. She-Hulk was a bit campy and silly, but I didn't mind it so much. The last episode, I was like, okay, we have not just broken down the 4th wall. We've demolished it, and I'm not sure I like this part, but I was okay with She-Hulk. Ms. Marvel, thank you. Yeah, see, and WandaVision, to me, kind of set a bar for what I thought all the Marvel shows were going to be like, and the only thing that's come close for me in terms of how much I like the different Marvel shows has been Loki. The only thing I didn't like about season 1 of Loki, and I guess I have only seen a couple episodes of season 2, was the tension between the 2 Lokis. I was like, can't they just like one another because they're both Lokis? Why does it have to get like there? Oh, I didn't like that part. X, I thought the same thing. Ms. Marvel ended up surprising me. I was like, am I going to want to watch this? Man, I don't know. I'll say this, the Nick Fury show, which now I can't even remember the name of it, was not as good as I thought it would be. It's fucking Nick Fury. I thought it would be like
Secret Invasion.
Thank you. Badass. And it was an interesting story.
I liked the story arc. Yeah, it was good.
But there's like a vibe from Nick Fury, and I didn't feel like I got the vibe like I got from the early Avengers movies, and that's what I wanted. But it's, you know. See, for me, I like them all to some degree. I just, in my head, rank them, right? So, like, Secret Invasion, I'll never say was bad. I'll just go, it's not in my top 3, you know? Because I'm going to watch them all anyway. You know, X, I thought about that, about Loki being the ultimate narcissist, and that made sense. I think the thing I found dissatisfying about it was it wasn't played like either of them were the ultimate narcissist. Like, it was too angsty. It was too, like, they did good storytelling and building the tension, but the whole time I'm like, no, I hate this. I hate this. Yeah. Oh, and I'm reading back up through the comments, and I remember that Echo was not a hero in Hawkeye, but I just remember that being a very interesting character with an interesting backstory that paralleled another character's backstory whose name I can now not remember. Or was it Hawkeye? I don't know. That's the problem. I have the memory of a goldfish. If I consume media, shows, movies, books, and they're meant to be brain candy, I will remember about half a detail of it. Like, if you ask me right when we finish the show what happened and what it was about, I can tell you. It's still there. But we get, like, a day away from that. Done. I tried reviewing books for a while, and then I got stressed out because I'd be like, well, I know some things happened, and the sex was pretty hot. That does not make a review, because I can't hold the information in my head.
I used to do book reviews.
Okay, I'm good. I'm glad to know that, Silent. Season 2 of Loki ends really well.
Okay.
And Netflixing, they canceled Shadow and Bone. We got 2 seasons of that. Those 2 seasons got me to read all of the Grishaverse, that whole universe, all the books by Lee Bardugo, like all of them. I read all the duologies. I read all of it. I was like, I know the show's going to be different. I know season 3 is going to be different, but it's okay. I want to watch it. And they canceled it. Oh, good. Okay, I'm excited about that. X says there's less tension between Loki and Sylvia in the second season. Good. Well, the little bit we've seen from the first couple episodes, she's just really pissed off anyway. She's just... Brooke, they were good. And I had heard about them. I mean, I'm on the internet enough. I knew Bookstagram, Book Talk, everybody was talking about Lee Bardugo books, and oh my gosh, they were so good. But I didn't really care. And then I ended up watching the first season of Shadow and Bone with the oldest, and we really got into it. And then I kept telling you, it's really good. We should watch it. We should watch it. I don't rewatch much. I ended up rewatching it so that JB could watch it. And in the meantime, I went and checked out the book from the library and was like, so yeah. Yeah, the books they are obviously different from the 2 seasons. But I like how they did the show, and I'm okay with the differences. I mean, there's some stark differences. The books were really good, though.
Yeah. Yeah, season 2 of Good Omens was good.
Yes.
We enjoyed that. We finished through that. I think Sunday, since we're going to be brain dead from tomorrow, we probably should sit and watch.
If we can, that's great. I can't even tell you how much work I have.
I know. How much work we'll have after tomorrow.
Well, yes. Well, I know part of how much work I have because I know what I have to get done by next Friday. Black Friday.
Lockwood and Gum. Netflix keeps recommending that to me, but I haven't watched it.
Oh. No, I don't. I know. We might go wonky again. And
this says we have a 4K connection. That's what I'm watching here.
I don't know. Oh, okay. season 3. I didn't see that comment from Silent. There will be a season 3 of Good Omens. Yeah, I really enjoyed those shows. I've decided, the Instagram algorithm blessed me with a bunch of content of David Tennant and Michael Sheen is the, I can't remember the character's name he plays, but y'all know. And they are amazing together.
Yes. I
love them together. I would just watch, like, they could do their own reality show. I don't watch reality TV. I have no desire. I did that in my teens and then I was done. I would watch, just put a camera on them and just like turn it on and like stream it 24/7. I would watch the two of them. Oh my God, I fucking love them. I've gotten to a point with whether we do seasons of a show we've been watching or we start a new show. Like, I have to feel like I can commit the time, even if we're only watching an episode a night. It's so disappointing. We'll start something, we'll get like 2 or 3 episodes in, and then we've wandered off. We're not watching anymore. I'm like, let's not start anything until we know we can sit down and watch it consistently. But you know what we've done, I've noticed, is that we have moved away from looking for movies, new movies to watch. Like, we even rewatch old ones that we like.
I just got, I know it means nothing to you. I just got the notification from Max that Blue Beetle is now streaming.
It doesn't mean anything to me, but Blue Beetle was one that I thought I heard a lot of criticism about, and then just recently I saw the internet, somebody on the internet told the world that they thought it was actually very underrated. But I just remember hearing the kids talk about Blue Beetle, and I was like, what the fuck is a Blue? But that's a DC one, right? Yes. DC consistently disappoints. I'll try it. I'll try it. You know, Kitty, I started trying to test myself on that to see if I have any of that, because I'm still trying to figure out what flavor of neurodivergence I might have. It's clear I have something. I just don't know what it is. And I can do that. I do that with books more than anything. I don't really do it with movies and TV. And it's been a pleasant surprise when I've done it recently with some books I was reading. I was like, wait, is this a reverse harem? Does she get to keep all of them? And I was very excited when I discovered later that I was right. My problem is I don't trust myself. I'll start making connections and going, oh, I think this is going to happen. I think that's going to happen. And then I talk myself out of it. And then at the end, I was fucking right. I don't know. I don't do it much with movies and TV, though. But books, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially once, like right now, I'm on a kick of reading a few very specific genres of romance. And even though I'm not really well read in those genres, I can see the pattern recognition is there. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I got this one. Yeah, this one's following that pattern. Okay, I got you. So I don't think I ever watched any episodes of Hell's Kitchen. Did you ever watch Hell's Kitchen?
No.
You know, and Hell's Kitchen aside, I remember back in the day when I still had cable. So that was like, I still had cable like 5 minutes before I got divorced. It's been that long now. That the TV that I could put on in the background or could just zone out to, and it was like my brain candy, was anything on Food Network. Like anything. And now, if I'm fortunate enough to go into some place where I have to sit in the waiting room, right? Doctor's appointment, whatever. Thankfully, most of them are not playing Fox News around here. I really appreciate that. Most of them, however, are playing HGTV, and I do get sucked into that.
I used to watch HGTV
and
all
I
the
never
time.
did. I never cared.
I used to love watching the remodel shows.
But my favorite now is if I'm lucky enough to go in and they're playing Food Network, something on Food Network. And then I'm like, do you mean I have to get up and go to the appointment I'm here for? Because I need to see who wins this chef competition, because they just made, ice cream out of macaroni and cheese. Like, I need to know what happens next. But yeah.
Sorry for all the yawning, folks. I'm just a little worn out from this week.
We are still an intimate audience, but for anybody who is just joining, I will say that, just a reminder, we will answer questions if you have them. Just make sure to tag us at Loving. If you start typing it out, it should autofill, but it lights up for us. So, hi Tayshu.
Hey Tayshu.
What was it that we watched that I went, oh God, it was a DC movie. It was the one with The Rock. Something Adam.
Black Adam?
I was not. Look, I watch those movies to turn my brain off, and if my critical thinking brain is activated while watching, it's not a good one. And that one, I mean, I really think I don't even remember all the details anymore, but I remember thinking at the time, a few tweaks and this wouldn't be bad. It was not a good one. So, what else? Yeah, I don't even, like I said, I don't even know what's coming out, been out.
Yeah.
I'll have a clue.
The last few weeks, I've just been so focused on doing what I've been doing, I haven't even thought about anything.
I don't want to use a term that's not mine to use, but I think all of my reading might be a hyper focus. I mean, I don't know if I'm like, I don't know. I say that because I remember doing this as a kid, and I hadn't done this in years, like actual decades. If I'm in between something, like I'm waiting for 30 seconds or something, I am pulling up my Kindle app and I'm reading something. Oh, I should be doing this thing for work, but I can take 5 minutes. I'm pulling up my Kindle app and I'm reading. So like, I'm not even paying attention so much to what's in like movies and streaming and TV shows. I'm like flying through books because I can't stop reading. Dustin asks, if we were going to design a kinky superhero, what would they do and what would their powers be?
Ooh.
I mean, I guess, are they a top or a bottom? Because I think their superpower, or maybe a switch, their superpowers would be dependent. Like if they're like a superhero top, then like they have the ability to give spankings and their arm never get tired.
Right.
Or they can do a sonic boom with the right smack, you know? Like, but if they were like a bottom or a submissive, then like, you know, they have a literal leather butt and they can go for hours. Like, I don't know.
Able to tie knots in a...
Yeah, and then they can just untie them like with their mind. Maybe, I mean... I'm not a rope person, so maybe the tactile thing of actually physically tying the ropes is really important, but I would then also say, okay, they can tie rope with their mind. You know. Your Vanilla Man be the villain. No, the villain would be the one true wayer. The villain would be the Domly Dom that just flies red flags and has a, you know, red cape, red tights, red everything. Like that would be the villain.
And consent. If they were a superhero, they would have to be...
Oh, they'd have to be the best fucking communicator.
Right.
Like, but you know what? Every superhero has to have a flaw.
They have their kryptonite.
Right. So what is our kinky superhero's flaw? What's their weakness? What's their thing?
Brats.
Yes! I would be down for that. See, just like you have like the Kinky League, you know, the Justice League, you have the Kinky League, so you'd have different superheroes with different abilities. You'd have the villain group. So you'd have, you know, Tumblr Daddy and Toxic Dom and Toxic Sub and, you know, the Red Flagler or something. Yeah, I think there'd have to be a whole league of kinky superheroes because there's just too many types, and we need to be able to like, and everybody's got their superpower. I mean, I think there has to be like the Superman version of the group, like who's the most overpowered, you know, who's the Captain Marvel of the group. Like,
Right.
who can do all the fucking things. I don't know who that would be, but they would definitely be a switch. Because if you can do all the things, then you can literally, like, do all the things.
Right.
So, yeah, I'd watch that show. Or read those books or whatever.
Right.
Whatever.
Make a good graphic novel.
Yeah, you know what's sad? Because I don't have a problem with graphic novels at all. My brain can't. I just can't.
Really?
I don't know why. I don't know why. I will. We have before, and I've found this story intriguing, but I don't know. I think there's something about the picture being painted for me. Either, if you're going to paint the picture for me, make it a moving picture. My brain needs that. But if we're going to go, like, slow-mo and I have to read, then let me paint the picture. I don't know. Like, it's definitely not a criticism. It is just personal preference. But, yeah. That's true, Silent. If you have telekinesis, who needs rope? Oh, that would be a sexy kind of bondage. I mean, unless you're the bad guy, then maybe that wouldn't be so sexy. But, like, I'm not. Neither of us are doing anything. You're not touching me, and then I can't move. I mean, first I'd panic. But see, my kinky superhero would have explained this to me prior, so that I could give fully informed consent, and then I would find it sexy. But then they could use it on the bad guys, and you don't have to tell them what you're about to do because they're the bad guy. How you gonna stop them? That's the bad guy's downfall. They give the monologue talking about everything they plan on doing, and then our hero saves the day. So we won't have our hero do stupid fucking monologues like that. Yes, consent is important, but when it's the bad guy, you gotta catch him. So you use your bondage telekinesis to trap them so they can't move. I think it's okay. X, it depends on the panic. And it depends on which part of my panic button is activated. Is it my anxiety? That's not sexy. That's not sexy. So, yeah. So, Taishu, on that note, there would absolutely be an android, robot, mechanical device superhero. Cyborg version, something. And yes, it would be a vibrator, a fucking machine, a something.
Hitachi.
Just trailing its cord. Because it would be an old school one, okay? It would be the old school version of the Hitachi. The one that has to plug into the wall, and that's how you get all the fucking power.
I've heard a lot about the Boys X, and it's kind of on my radar.
I've never heard of it.
Wow.
Well, so somebody fill me in. It's on your radar, but for why?
Because I've heard so much about it.
But what? I don't know anything.
That it's a good show.
What's it about? What is it about? That's all I'm trying to find out.
I don't know.
Okay, I'll give you that one. Okay, rah-rah, that comment right there. You will get to think about that even more when we put out our November Patreon-only video. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay, X, it's a gritty, dark superhero show.
Okay.
Hey, Andre.
We're still an intimate group, but we're a little less intimate now. Except we're way intimate because we're now describing kinky superheroes. But still, there's levels to intimacy.
This flip. Did that glitch again? No. Okay.
Who knows what the hell's going on? You know how when it moves and we can't see ourselves anymore?
Yeah.
That's when we get one of the messages.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Hope the internet cooperates. just a reminder for anybody who's just joining us, you can ask questions in the live chat. Just make sure to tag us so we see it. I'm going to try not to belch directly into the microphone. Nobody wants that. What is your...
I don't know. I'm getting there now to see what it...
Okay. See if you can find it and detect the moment.
Yeah.
It's a mystery.
It is.
What else? My throat hurts. What did you do to your finger?
What finger?
The one that has a Band-Aid on it.
I have a splinter.
Oh. That makes sense. I think that's a common, occurrence in your line of work.
Yeah, see, it's saying everything's fine.
I don't know then.
Maybe it's YouTube. Maybe it's not us. Maybe it's YouTube.
Maybe. I don't know. And maybe right now it's YouTube, but that time that we literally went down and were not able to stream, that was not YouTube. That was us. So, for those who celebrate Thanksgiving, like I know in Canada you celebrate it, in October, and we're celebrating it next week. I need to know what are the things that we're eating? What are the things that we're looking forward to eating? What are the things that are
food
have to be at your Thanksgiving meal?
Food.
Stop that. Of course, food. I'm a mashed potato girly.
All the food.
If there's no mashed potatoes, what are we even doing? Is it a holiday meal with family if we don't have mashed potatoes? Guess what? We're having mashed potatoes next week. I will make them. Do I make my mashed potatoes as if I'm trying to give you heart disease? Of course I do. That's what makes it delicious. Oh no, Tayshu.
Oh no.
I hope she has the kind that doesn't bring her down too long and goes away quickly and doesn't have too many symptoms. But, yeah. So what's your favorite Thanksgiving food?
Apple pie.
You consider that a Thanksgiving food?
Yeah.
You know, you can have apple pie. Well, you can have any of the Thanksgiving foods year round.
Right.
But apple pie is something you have year round.
Yeah.
Right. I think I have mashed potatoes 3 times a year now. Whereas you definitely have apple pie at least half a dozen times.
Well, then for Thanksgiving, you should have more apple pie.
I mean, I like apple pie. I'm not much of a pumpkin pie eater. For my love of all things pumpkin pie spice, I don't really care about pumpkin pie. Pecan pie, but I can only do a little itty bitty bit of that. I'm on the fence about turkey. Actually, my Thanksgiving meal this year, my plate will be sides. We bought ham. I don't like ham. I don't like the taste of ham. Yes, I like all other parts of the pig, but I just don't like ham. And I got the ham because the kids and JB freaking love it. And I'm like, here, have ham. I will eat the mac and cheese I'm going to make, the bread I'm going to make, the mashed potatoes I'm going to make. It's fine. I will not go hungry.
Never mind cooking that sucker in the oven. It's going in the smoker.
Whatever. Which is good because I need the oven for whatever it is I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what Andre was telling you? You have to scroll back a little bit.
Oh, here?
Andre said thanks for the chat, JB. And the link helped him find a king-friendly counselor.
Oh, good. I am so glad.
Mm-hmm. So on stuffing, I am really on the fence about it. Because the traditional kind of stuffing, that's like the Stouffer's kind of stuffing, I've never really had it and gone, that is delicious. However, as a kid, and then as a young adult when my mom remarried into an extremely southern family, cornbread dressing was not always my favorite, but sometimes somebody would have a recipe that was just really good. I'd eat the shit out of that.
Now, I will have to say, and I made them one year. Mm-hmm. The one food that to me is and always has been related to Thanksgiving for me. Corn fritters.
And I made them for you one year.
Yeah.
And spattered the whole fucking kitchen with grease.
Yeah,
but they were good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. See, my problem is I've never had a consistent stuffing, dressing, a consistent recipe that I've had it every year and gone, okay, this is the recipe. I love this. Somebody give me. Every year it's always been different from the time I was a kid to like my young adult years.
My mom and grandmother used to make a turkey stuffing with sausage.
Yeah, I would believe that. I might have had something like that.
And it was good.
I mean, almost anything with sausage is good.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's controversial anymore because I think more people care about, not getting salmonella. But I'll ask it because I remember being a kid and this being a topic of debate. Was the stuffing cooked in the turkey or bird or whatever as stuffing, and is that where it was cooked, or was it in its own little casserole dish and cooked separately?
They made enough stuffing when my grandmother or my mom used to cook. They used to make enough stuffing to stuff the bird, and then there was always more that went into a pan. See, and the way I kind of have memories of probably something similar. In my mind, stuffing, when 30 plus years ago, went into the bird, dressing cooked in a casserole dish or something. Okay. No, there was always a stuffing that was cooked in the bird, but they always made so much that it was more than what the bird can hold.
I remember being a kid and having stuffing out of the cavity of the bird, and I didn't like it because it was soft and it was moist, and there's something about the texture I didn't like. Stuffing, dressing, whatever, cooked in its own pan, always had crispy edges, and that shit I was down for. Give me... Yeah. It would depend on how the oysters were cooked, I think, Silent. I mean, I'm not opposed to oysters. I've eaten them raw. I love them fried. I've eaten them in a soup stew thing. I'm here for oysters.
See, I've never heard of oysters in stuffing. That's a new one on me.
I don't think I've ever heard of it, but I'm not opposed to it.
So you were asked a little bit.
Oh, did I miss something?
We should do a poll.
Okay.
On cranberry.
Well,
canned or?
Oh, well, because it's canned, homemade, or no thank you. That's a good poll because I know how I'm going to answer. I know how I'm going to answer. Okay, I need access to the keyboard, Daddy. Daddy, I need access to the keyboard. I never got into candied yams. We had it every damn year, but and you know what's weird? That's the problem. I don't have live chat on. I had top chat on. Yams to me, I'm sure it's not, but it feels like a southern thing to eat. And my whole family would eat that shit up, and I'd be like, no, thank you, no, thank you. Okay.
And technically, it's jellied cranberry, not canned, even though it is in a can.
We're going to say canned so everybody knows what the fuck we're talking about. Jelly, is that the other word you would use?
Yeah. Jellied.
Oh.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna just say canned. I think most of us know what it is. It's in a can shape. We know.
Yeah, that's how my mom used to make candied yams. Put brown sugar and marshmallows on top.
Yeah, the marshmallows were always a turn. It was, as a kid, it was too damn sweet to me. There we go. We've got the Great Cranberry debate. Will it be as contentious as the Great Bacon debate of, I don't remember what month that was. Yeah, no, I don't remember ever being, I think maybe, okay, I'm trying to remember. I want to say as a kid, I might have liked the marshmallows and the brown sugar, but didn't like the yams. Then as I got older, I didn't like any of it. I didn't like any of it. Sorry, Brooke, you must pick one. Pick your favorite. Pick the one that you cannot live without.
A decision must be made.
You know what? I hate polls that make me do that. But oops, I accidentally did it. No, Silent, you can't. Yeah, I don't know why we keep putting marshmallows on everything. B. Dylan Hollis, he's like all over my YouTube shorts algorithm.
He's the one that does the
vintage recipes.
The vintage recipes, yes.
Every time he has to do a, air quote this word, salad, that clearly is either featured in the South or the Midwest, and it's like Jell-O and Cool Whip and marshmallows. He's like, yes. Marshmallows.
Yes.
I laughed my ass off.
Oh my gosh, those were like the quintessential salads in the 70s.
Yes, and they carried over into the 80s. People were still making that shit. Did he make it, or was somebody else I watch on YouTube sometimes? I saw somebody recreate, maybe it was Landon of Landon Talks, the guy from Mississippi.
Yeah.
He was talking about, I think he called it salad too. I've only encountered this once. I was a teenager at the time, and even I was horrified. And I know it's super popular, at least maybe from the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
It's the one where you have the pear slice, I think mayonnaise, cheese, and maybe a cherry. I might be getting some of the ingredients wrong. And that's a salad. And I ate it at my BFF's house, and it's sliced pear, canned, not fresh pear, sliced in half pear, and then you put mayonnaise on it, and I believe you put cheese, and I think you put a cherry on it. I don't know what the monstrosity is. I only had it once in my life. I was raised in such a way that if somebody put food in front of you, you were to eat it regardless. It was horrifying. It was horrifying. So Cheese Whiz is the marshmallow of cheese.
Yeah. I can't remember what they called. There was a certain name for it. It was like a fruit salad in Jell-O with marshmallows and all this. And
Yeah.
I can't remember.
Was that the one that was the where was it? The Watergate salad that Eva mentioned?
No.
Not
I that's not a name I recognize.
I recognize it, but I can't remember what's in it.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's see. I see Andre tagged us about a link, but I didn't see the message that referred to the link.
Ambrosia.
I don't think I ever had ambrosia, but I knew of it. Yeah.
Yep.
Rara, I'm a yes on green bean casserole. My problem is, once I became an adult and started making it myself, the crispy onions that are supposed to go in it, there were fewer of them because I would eat them straight out of the can. I'd be making whatever, including green bean casserole, and steady eating the fried onion things out of the can, and then there would not be as much left for the recipe. Oh my god.
Yeah, I like green bean casserole myself.
Yeah. I haven't made that in years. The problem right now is, and I could make it, and if you wanted it for Thanksgiving, I'd be happy to make it. But I only know how to make a gigantic ass batch of it, and in this household, only 2 of us are going to eat it.
Eat it, yeah. Yeah, Andre, go ahead and send it.
Oh, I do not like maraschino cherries.
No, me either.
I might eat one every so often, like when we go to Sonic and yours. I'll eat that one, and then I'm done for like 3 months. Like, no. Are you trying to get Onyx back up here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hi, Onyx. Hi, Onyx. Please don't step on anything that's important. Thank you. I was
like
just
the
thinking
keyboard.
Hi, Mom.
She'll start sending coded messages to other cats.
She'll stop the fucking stream. We're working so hard to keep this stream up. And the folks who have patience with us to live through our tech issues and stick around.
Right.
Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am. Hey, ma'am. You just rubbing yourself on the thing that holds the monitor. Kitty, I have made those kinds of cookie recipes. It's like, you should have a dozen, 2 dozen, however many dozens. And I'm like, I have 8. And my tummy hurts.
That last batch of oatmeal raisin cookies you made was really good.
It was pretty good. I haven't come across a oatmeal raisin cookie recipe or had the talent to make one that made me go, oh yeah, this is a really good cookie.
Yeah, that was something that always used to make an appearance in our house when I was a kid. Chocolate covered cherries.
My dad, every holiday, my dad would want some because he loved. I fucking hate those things. I hate those things. I think that's where I learned I don't like cherries. I don't.
And they have like that sugary cream surrounding inside the chocolate shell.
I don't know. I don't remember. I know we would have gotten the cheap kind. We were poor, but my dad fucking loved them. But I'm just like, I never did. My dad, I think it was usually at Christmas and Father's Day, he would want, and you see them more at Christmas and Valentine's Day, Whitman's chocolate samplers. Do you remember those?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about what would you do for a Klondike bar?
Uh-huh.
My dad would do fucking anything for some Whitman sampler boxes.
Yeah, those were another thing that always used to make an appearance around the holidays was Whitman.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my dad was like...
Or Russell Stover's.
See, and my dad was a Whitman's guy, but
Okay.
yeah. And it was funny because he only got it a couple times a year, and so those were his, and I'm a kid who, a chubby kid who loved to eat, so I was like... And he would like dole them out like a little miser. Like 3 for me and half of 1 for you. 4 for me and half of 1 for you. Yeah. How's our cranberry poll doing? No, I don't want to end it. I just want to look at it. There we go. There's a tie for both kinds.
Yep.
I won't end it. How do I make it go away, though? There we go.
There you go.
Well, now I'm wanting a green... Well, see, okay, so we're doing 2 Thanksgivings this year. We were only going to do one when my mom came to town the week after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
When everybody but the oldest would be around and we'd have a big meal. But the only time we'll get to see the oldest is, like, I think on Thanksgiving. He still has not confirmed a date for me.
Yeah.
And so we want to be able to eat.
He'll call you up the day out and say, hey, can you come pick me up?
I did make the request. I was like, I don't expect you to be here this whole time, but if you're coming home, please be at least one night. I do not want to drive to pick you up and 6 hours later drive to drop you back off at home. He was like, okay, that's fine. I can do that. So we're actually having 2. That's where the ham and blah, blah, blah. And then the following week, it will be 5 adults and a kid. And the kid would be the only one who wouldn't eat the green bean casserole. And we could make a green bean casserole.
Yeah.
No. Was it Christmas? It was a family meal. My mom was here. She got the canned cranberry because she knew you and my uncle like it. Mm-hmm. But then she was in a Publix, and she doesn't have a Publix where she lives, and she loves Publix. And they had a cranberry orange jelly kind of sauce kind of thing. Mm-hmm. And she was like, oh, we have to have this. And I'm like, who's we? Because I'm not eating that shit. She and her sister ate like the equivalent of one big spoonful. And we had that container. I finally just let it die. I was like, oh, it looks like it has growth on it. We can throw it out now. I was like, who did you buy this for? And why did you leave it at my house? We didn't get in. We did not. We were never going to pass out Halloween candy this year. The kids have decided, they haven't done Halloween in years. We did not buy Halloween candy. None of it. None of it. Kitty, I have absolutely done the chicken nuggies on a big family meal, holiday meal for the youngest. He has gotten to a point where what he wants is he'll have a little bit of whatever the meat is. This year I think he'll eat way more because he loves ham. But if it's a turkey kind of thing, he might have a little bit of meat, but he'd prefer not to. But could I just give him a bunch of green peas and as many rolls as he can hold? But before he was able to do that, we just ate nuggies. I was like, we will just cook yours up. It is fine. It helped that his grandmother is super those are her babies. So she was like, what does my precious baby need? What will he eat? Not a problem. So yeah. But no, he is air quote graduated, I always say, to their certain things. Now, are there people in our family who give him side eye? Do I give side eye right back to them? Yeah, the fuck I do. I'm like, yes, that is what that child's eating. Is he sitting here at this table with us? Because there are many years it's not even, that was hard. Like, we're gonna give them what they will eat so their bodies are nourished. That's what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump in here on in defense of chocolate. Chocolate remains edible for quite a long time, as long as it's not exposed to extreme heat.
Oh, okay. Who does chocolate ever actually need defending? I feel like chocolate can stand on its own. It's not universally loved. I know everybody has preferences, but I mean, if it was running for president, it would win.
That's true.
It would win.
It would.
And not just because the human options are not great. See, now, who was it that was talking about their candy corn? That is what I wish we had gotten. I fucking love candy corn. I know not everybody likes candy corn. It's fine. I love it. But I am that person who, once I start, it's like popcorn to me. It's like potato chips. I start eating, I can't stop.
But there's nothing corn about it.
Corn is sweet. Candy corn is sweet. Now, here's what I need to know from people who do eat candy corn. When you eat candy corn, do you pop the whole fucking thing in your mouth, or do you nibble it down by the layers of the colors? How do you eat your candy corn, JB?
I gobble it.
I don't think anybody will be surprised when I say I do nibble down. So if I'm in a hurry, I'll just shove it in my mouth. But if I can sit and focus, I'm absolutely eating it layer by layer. I know it's like 3/4 of an inch tall. I understand. Yeah, for the first however many years of my life, I only knew American chocolate because this is just what I had. And I was like, this is chocolate and this is fine. I did learn to prefer dark chocolate, and I still prefer dark chocolate. But then we went to the UK, and I got some of their chocolate, and I was like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah, big difference.
American chocolate tastes like plastic. Milk chocolate does. And
Milk
I don't
chocolate,
even fuck with white chocolate because it's not chocolate. It's butter and sugar. Dark chocolate has more of a flavor to me. But yeah, when I was able to compare another country's chocolate, I was like, oh.
Yeah. I mean, my chocolate of choice is dark chocolate.
Yeah, mine too, for sure. Mm-hmm. And I want my dark chocolate to have something in it. Caramel, toffee, nuts, crunchy sea salt. I'm here for it. Don't put fruit in it. I'm not here for that bullshit. And I don't like spicy chocolate. I don't like spicy anything, so that's fine.
I mean, I had a friend that sent me some After Eights from Canada.
And those are not the same as American versions.
They are not.
Nope, they are not.
and I popped them in the freezer, and I doled them out like
you had them for a long time.
I made those things last,
and they were yours. So like, out of however many you were sent, I think I ended up having 2, and only after I came to you and went, "Is it okay if I eat one of these?" And the 2 I think I ultimately ate, it was like weeks apart. This was not me getting greedy going, hey, can I have another one? And for everybody who's saying they eat it by the layer, I see you. I can't. I tried a spicy chocolate thing one time. It was a hot chocolate, I think. And I didn't taste the chocolate. I just tasted the spice, and then my mouth hurt, and I was like, why is my hot chocolate being mean to me? And then I realized I'm just not a spice girl. Like I really am not a spice girl. I don't know if I could tell you what I want, what I really, really want, but I'm not a spicy girl, you know? You know, I wouldn't say no to that. Would you say no to that? No, we wouldn't say no to that, X. We're not asking, but we would not say no to it. No.
Now, I don't do it anymore, but there was a time, and the reason made me think because I don't remember who it was that mentioned it in the chat, but there was a time I used to take my M&Ms and sort them all out by color.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And then eat them by color.
Now, here's the question. What kind of order did you decide to eat the M&Ms in?
I don't think I really had an order. I just, whatever.
I would go between. I would either go between least to most, like whatever I had the least amount, the smallest number of that color up, or I would go in a color order. Do I remember the order of the colors? No, but I do remember doing the ones I liked the least, so I could save the colors I liked the most to the end.
Okay.
Now, the only time I get M&Ms is when the place you order supplies from they put M&Ms in the box and we fucking eat them, and it's a family thing. The 3 of us sit at the dinner table and JB doles out
M&Ms to everybody.
And it's not like a big shareable bag. It's one of the little teeny tiny bags.
Snack bags.
Like the little one.
Yeah.
Not the baby fun size. The standard, we're not trying to give you diabetes size. That's And so it's broken up into thirds, and JB is in charge, and so there is no rhyme or reason from my perspective to the color order or the color you get. You just get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. But if left to my own devices, I used to do that with Skittles and Starburst. Now, I am of the mind that the pink Starburst is a top tier Starburst, but I like all the Starburst flavors. I really wasn't picky in terms of flavor.
Okay.
Silent, no, I did do that sometimes. I didn't do that all the time, but I do remember doing that. So for anybody who's not looking at chat, Silent says, what? You didn't eat them by quantity of color until you had an equal amount of each and then go methodically through each color? I do remember doing that. Did I do it with M&Ms primarily, or did I do it with something else? I know I did that back in the day. Yeah, we had to get them all even. Had to sort them.
Mm-hmm.
And they had to be all even. Yes, I do remember that. Smarties for y'all are different than Smarties for us, right, X? I know that. I think that's true in the UK. So
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know.
Do you remember what Smarties are for us?
Yeah, they're in the little roll.
And they're like chalk.
Yeah.
They're sugar chalk, pressed sugar. Yeah. I think that is not what Smarties are to everybody but us. But I can't remember what Smarties are in other places. I don't remember what they are.
Nothing we have here is like anything anywhere else.
I do feel vindicated. So I like to watch the Welsh twins.
Yeah.
James and Robert individually, and then I love their twin channel. James often says that he loves American, and it's American. It's like uniquely American grape flavor, and I think watermelon flavor. And so he'll either get somebody to send him something, or when he comes to America, he'll buy up all these quintessentially American things. He's like, yeah, it's artificial. That's what I like about it. And I always feel vindicated. I'm like, okay. Will our food dyes and flavorings maybe cause illness? Sure, probably, but they are beloved. Yeah. Thanks, Brooke. Nicer colors. Okay, X, I need to know what colors are in the Smarties, because I know what colors have always been missing from M&M's, and I'm so sad about it. Yes, blue is my love.
Oh,
I never did that. I never crushed and snorted, but I remember kids doing that. I remember kids trying to snort up pixie sticks. Yes. I loved me some pixie sticks. Woo! I couldn't do them now. My teeth would fall out just from the sweetness of that. But, yes. Yep. And I think most of us might be of an age to remember this. Candy cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought that was a good idea. Get them hooked young. Other than a couple people in my family, my mom, my aunt, the people still living, they didn't smoke, but everybody else in my family, the idea of secondhand smoke, what do you mean my walls are now yellow? It just did not compute to anybody in my family. My dad was actually offended when my pediatrician said the reason I had chronic bronchitis, really bad bronchitis every year, was because of the secondhand smoke. He was pissed. So, smokers, tell me why I, who should never have touched a cigarette because of what it does to my lungs, would absolutely walk around with my candy cigarettes and emulate my grandmother, my great-grandmother,
Same.
Abso-fucking-lutely. What the fuck?
And they even came in little boxes that were like a pack of cigarettes.
Of course they rebranded candy sticks.
Yeah.
I was talking to the youngest the other day about candy, and I don't know the evolution. I remember because I read a lot as a kid, and I read the Laura Ingalls Wilder books. Penny candy, you could get, right? And then I know that went up from a penny to a nickel to a dime.
Yeah.
When you were a kid, what was if you were getting a piece of candy, what were you paying? A nickel, a dime?
I don't remember. I think it was like a quarter.
Were you already paying quarter?
Quarter for a candy bar, yeah.
Okay, for a candy bar. By the time I was a young teenage-ish, I think it was 75 cents to $1 for a candy bar.
Yeah.
But you could still get blow pops for a quarter. And we would go to the little general convenience store that was in this one literal one red light town. And you'd get your Mountain Dew, Pepsi, whatever your soda of choice was. And then however many quarters we could come up with between us, we would get as many fucking blow pops as possible.
I used to go down to our little general store that we had, and I would buy an entire box of blow pops.
I know where this is going.
And take them to school.
You've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. What I find hilarious is, what is the drug of choice of the age group you're in? That's what you were selling for a while. You started with blow pops.
Yep.
By your 20s, you were at the harder stuff. Now it's kink.
Well, no, it went from blow pops to firecrackers
To unnamed substances.
to, yeah.
Right. Now to kink toys. Different kind of drug.
Yeah.
Different kind of high.
No.
Ooh, I'll have to look at that. Thank you, Silent. What other? Oh, airheads. And I know those are still around because I've seen those when I was younger and had stronger jaw and stronger teeth. I could eat an airhead.
Now, I will say
The dipstick ones, even. Yes, I love those too.
Now, what I will say, when I'm really going to date myself here, you know, when I say paid like a quarter for a candy bar, it was not the size candy bars you get today. These were like the massive bars.
Oh, yeah. Because you probably could get, depending on the store you went to, small pieces of candy for probably like a nickel or something. Yeah. It's probably, I don't know the timeline of the price evolution of bits of candy, but you were definitely kind of in that range. For me, it was $1 or so for like a full-size candy bar, if I'm remembering correctly. And for small things, 25 cents. And man, we might only be able to like cobble together 75 cents between us. We were getting blow pops. And I know they're still around, so it's not like, oh, back in the day. Ring pops. Ring pops were like the thing. And I remember being a teenager, and for a while, not that long, for a while in like my middle school years, the thing was if your crush gave you a ring pop, you were absolutely engaged, and you were the terminology we used at the time was you were going together. Where the fuck were we going? I don't know.
Yeah.
But we were doing it together. Ring pops were the thing.
Pop rocks. I remember pop rocks.
So I'm curious, Japanese pop rocks, how do they differ from the kind that we would know? So I liked pop rocks. Now tell me, I don't know. Was this a rumor that we told ourselves to scare ourselves, or was this legit? I remember there being a thing that people were like, do not eat pop rocks and drink soda at the same time. My vague memory with my goldfish memory was like it would cause an explosion. I think similar to like Mentos. And Coke does, but it was pop rocks, and it was don't put the pop rocks in your mouth and then take a swig of soda. And I've had anxiety my whole fucking life, so I was never gonna do that.
I never heard that, but I would try it.
You of course you would. I think I remember knowing people who were like, well, let's find out what'll happen, and I don't remember though. Kitty, that makes me feel better that was a busted myth. Okay. I'm also glad that it ranked high enough to be a myth, and it wasn't just like our dumb asses in middle school making shit up. Yeah, I haven't had Pop Rocks since I was a kid, I'm sure. I remember liking them, but also being a little nervous of them because they were doing the poppy thing in your mouth.
I mean, big thing with the Pop Rocks was you put them on your tongue and then you go licky licky on the kitty.
First of all, I mean, are you trying to give your partner a yeast infection? Do not bring sugar into it.
Young and dumb kids.
I know.
Okay.
Look, here's the thing. I feel like you probably have to do that because you didn't know what the fuck you were doing down there anyway, so you better get some stimulation from something. But do not introduce sugar to that humid area.
Well,
okay? That tropical forest cannot handle it. Oh, sorry, that was my mic. Was that the rumor, Eva? I just remember hearing no, don't do it. And then of course people doing it because they were like, I have to try this. This is, as always, gone off the rails. Just a reminder, we are in a Q&A. You can't ask questions. If you have them, just tag us. My personal recommendation, Brooke, would be no, not even whipped cream. As somebody who tried that way back in the day, it didn't live up to the hype. Tried honey once. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking. Definitely did the chocolate syrup. None of those things should go near the downstairs orifice. Just shouldn't. I mean, unless you have like a coochie of steel that nothing causes a yeast infection, then, do you have a good time. I am borderline coochie of steel. Like, I've done some shady shit, and knock on wood, have been very fortunate to never have a yeast infection. Thank God, but... I still don't, like, I don't remember which partner it was. I was definitely, like, late teens, early 20s, somewhere in there. We tried all the let's bring food into the bedroom thing. And the only thing I remember is how fucking messy it was. And I don't like... this is gonna sound like an innuendo, but I mean it for that, too. I don't like anything sticky on my skin. I mean, I don't know if you've ever paid attention to me in a kitchen. I can't, like, I'm constantly like, so why I thought, sure, I'm going to let this particular partner was it my ex-husband? Was it a partner before him? I don't know. Drip stuff that should not be near the cooch anyway on my body. Then there was no way he could lick it off. It was like, I have a vague memory of whoever it was going, there's too much of it. I can't get it all. And I'm just like stuck with sticky in all the bits, and I did not wax then, so it was like
even worse.
It's even, oh god, why did anybody ever think that was a good idea? Like, if you enjoy it and you're able to do it, and you're not getting yeast infections, like, that's cool. I just can't imagine it, and I don't like anything sticky on my skin. And yes, that includes all the things that will get on your skin, even if you don't bring food into the bedroom. I don't like it. I don't like to be sticky. I don't know why we tried. I don't know. I think we tried honey the first time because we didn't have the whipped cream chocolate thing. I don't know. Yeah. Young and dumb. Young and fucking dumb.
Pretty much it.
Brooke, you're right. Coochie of Steel is one of our superheroes. Leather butt and Coochie of Steel. They're probably friends.
Steel cooch.
Steel cooch. I think I'm borderline Coochie of Steel. For real. Because I've done stupid shit and been very fortunate that the flora and fauna have been happy, but I know enough now that, plus I don't, no thank you. No thank you. Look, I just want to get a tongue down there, okay? I mean, a dick, a toy, a finger, or 5. It's fine. I don't need to add flavor.
Cooch of Steel, would their superpower be like the nuclear queef or something?
Oh, no. Would they die of embarrassment every time? Because I would. Especially if it went nuclear. And their kryptonite is sugar and a yeast infection. Is what we're talking about. Oh, God. No, her superpower is she can... I'm saying I've gendered the cooch. The cooch's superpower is it can, like, crush anything with the labia, okay? Like, it's just, all that, It can take a lot. Size don't matter. It'll conform to fit whatever. How much of? What's the material? Okay. its attack mode thing might be the queef. I don't know, but it probably crushes its enemies. You know, hey, I know how you feel about the clinch. I fucking love to do the clinch. That is my superpower.
That's true.
I feel very powerful.
That's true.
With a good clinch. I feel so sorry for anybody who just like happens to
pop in at this point, right? Right.
If you're new here, we are sober.
Right.
Yeah, but who's the villain? Is it Captain Yeast Infection? Is that who it is? It might be.
Could
might
be, yeah.
Yes, Silent. That was kind of sort of a chomp thing. Yeah.
Now we're talking gator cooch.
Oh yeah, gator cooch lives in a swamp. It's very humid down there and moist, and not the good kind of moist, the rank kind of moist where you're like, I need a shower now.
Humidity's counterpart.
So we have gone off the rails, but I think we might have explained this one time before. We've explained humidity a couple of times. Thank you, Taishu, for the term humidity.
Yeah.
Did not know about that one until you said it. But this is not the humidity story. This is the gator cooch story. And we may have explained it maybe one time before. We're story repeaters. Apologies. I don't remember how it started. I remember how it started. I don't remember how we got to gator cooch. It started because I kept having hot flashes, and when you have a hot flash, it's hot everywhere. And so I would just we sleep naked. I would starfish in the bed trying to get air to my gator cooch. And I would complain about how hot I was. And of course JB's gonna flirt then. He's like, yeah, baby, you're hot. And I'm like, no, it is swamp-like down there. And we did that like long-term couple thing where you just make up shit together that doesn't make sense to anybody on the outside.
Gator cooch gonna get you.
He came up with that one, and it stuck. And if I need to express how hot it is down there in a non-sexy swamp-like way, I just say gator cooch, and he knows what I mean. Was that TMI for everybody else? Yeah, I'm sure. But there you go. Oh, God.
Didn't know what you were getting into coming here tonight, huh?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Not this month, Andre. Next month, I'll say damn it as much as you want. We do plan to do it next month. I have to look at the calendar. For December, we have to move everything around in December. I don't know if the Friday night stream will be part of it. We have to move our Patreon game night in December because that's the night we're going to see Trans-Siberian Orchestra, or the day. And we were like, we're not trying to do both in one day. So I don't know if the stream will be the same day it's currently scheduled at or not. But yes, it will be Try Shit on Kayla stream. Assuming our internet connection cooperates. Oh my gosh. Okay, my throat hurts and I can't breathe. You know, Silent, you would think that once you've shown all your bits to the internet, that there's no such thing as, but it's different. It's when I show all of my bits on the internet, it's usually in the position I like, the angle I like, the lighting I like. It is not to explain how sweaty my coochie is. Okay, I'm just saying. Yes, Silent. The ultimate villain. Minopoly. Yup.
Well, we took that train off the bridge.
We did. There's nothing to do but just sit and recover from it. Is this where I remind anybody who's just joining us that this is a Q&A and you can ask questions? I don't know what if you'd want to ask questions about Gator Cooch, but, you know.
Just remember, when you're down the bayou, Gator Cooch going to get you if you don't watch it.
Oh, my God. I mean, Silent, I can talk about that because it is a conversation that occurs at some points around here, but we don't have to talk about that. I'm gonna not mention JB's down on the bayou Louisiana accent thing that happened there. I'm trying to pretend. I'm trying to pretend that did not happen. You were very proud of yourself.
I am.
Oh, God. If you are new here, I would love to tell you it's not like this usually, but I would be lying to you. Does JB do whatever that was? And do we talk about swamp pussy? Not usually. Do we say some of the most out-of-pocket shit? Often. So welcome. Welcome if you're new. Oh, yeah, Silent. There have been a few streams we've gotten to bed and we're like winding down and we're doing our nighttime routine. Like I'm on my phone, he's on his, we're doing our thing and then we put it away and then, yes, we just get silly. I feel like some of this weird shit we allow to be public on the internet is a good litmus test for who can handle us. If you see this and go, oh, no, that's fine. I want people to self-select out, go where they want to be. But yeah, if you can handle this, we're cool. You'll be fine here. You'll be fine here. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my throat hurts. My throat hurts after that. Oh. I can only hope that the 14-year-old shut his door and fell asleep.
Right.
Because he's still... He's not innocent. He's a teenager who has access to the internet, but he is innocent. And he even says, I'm naive sometimes, aren't I, Mom? I'm like, yeah, but it's okay. I like that about you. I don't want you to be too worldly at 14. And so sometimes he asks what I think are snark teenage questions, but they're really innocent. I don't know, and I want to understand, so I'll ask you questions. And I don't want him to ask what a gator cooch is. I don't want to. That's not the age-appropriate sex education I would like to impart to him yet. Okay. Throat hurts. Got about 30 minutes. We are going to be shutting down at midnight. We have a very long day tomorrow. Oh, my God. X, yes, you absolutely can get first pick for the December. What are we hitting Kayla with? And paying for the pleasure of it. Live stream. Abso-fucking-lutely. Silent, you'll help me remember, right? I think I'll remember. I think I remembered last time. I was really impressed with myself, but memory of a goldfish. Bless you. So. Oh, gosh. Oh, my Lord. And also, if I didn't say it, thank you, X. Oh, my God. I got so excited about, yes, you can have, I think I forgot the basic manners thing. Oh, my God. Sorry, X. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my Lord. Hey, if all goes well, we might not have a lot of shit. Because hopefully we'll have sold it all.
Except what's in my toy bag.
I know. I think we knew that you had just laid down your Wartenberg wheel at the play party, but we thought it was gone and we were going to have to replace it.
Yeah.
Thankfully, it was found by the party hosts, and they'll hold on to it for us until we see them again. Yay! But I am glad that it was found because you were researching Wartenberg wheel sets.
Yeah.
I
had to have a replacement.
I am not a Wartenberg wheel girly. Like, I'm not asking for that shit. Not ever am I asking for that shit. Oh, God, we did the black screen thing.
Yeah.
But I am sure as shit not asking for the, what was it? It was a 1-wheel, 3-wheel, 5-wheel?
I found a set that's a single wheel, 2-wheel, 5-wheel.
Nope. Yes, Silent?
Yeah, they come in sets.
They should not. Thank you, Andre. Damn it, Andre. Damn it. You and X are going to be the fucking death of my ass.
I got to pick some good toys for that night.
Can we pick something I like too? It's not just a torture Kayla night. Like, I understand that's a good 85% of it. But if you want me to last the whole fucking night, it can't just be a torture Kayla night.
Excuse me.
I gotta get a little bit of what I like. Yeah, Kitty, that would definitely be like inside joke, inner circle joke. I mean, I could make it. No, Brooke, my throat tends to hurt when I laugh too hard, talk too much, get too exuberant vocally. Then my throat's all scratchy. It'll probably still hurt tomorrow. I don't think I've ever lost my voice from doing too much.
Not that I've known.
No. I don't like the Wartenberg wheel. You know what? The way you tend to do it on me, it's more of a tickle thing, less of a pain thing, but you also do the anticipatory thing where I think it's going to hurt, and so I'm reacting as if I'm like... Right, being, cut to shreds, and actually you're barely touching me. But we played so intense at that play party that I ended up, you went harder, and I did. Was fine.
Right. Because once you get to a certain point, you don't...
Yeah. Favorite impact play toys? Yeah, we can... I mean, we can't add anything else and keep it to YouTube. No. Maybe if we ever start our get back to our OnlyFans again, we can... I always wanted to do live streams on OnlyFans, because a live stream like this, but add in kink and sex, like that, maybe not sex, but like, toys and stuff, like, that sounds like the dream. Yeah, Andre, you could do that. I'd be cool with that. Yeah. My Lord. I don't think the poll has changed much, has it?
Yeah, it has.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
Let me click on it. No, I don't want to end it. I want to look at it. There we go. Now, y'all, the homemade sauce. Okay.
The homemade's taking the lead, yeah.
You know what's funny? I would tell you I'm not a cranberry fan. Like, I don't want cranberry sauce, cranberry jelly. I don't want any of that. It's too tart for me. And I'm just kind of not interested. And yet, I will absolutely eat a cranberry orange flavored pastry. Muffin, scone.
I will absolutely drink a cranberry and vodka.
I mean, I would. But I'm not like... Now, I like the cranberry orange flavor combo. Cranberry orange juice liquor of choice. I'd be down for that. I'd be down for that. Okay, now we're on to drinks.
Yeah.
Except we haven't had any adult beverages, especially together in ages.
In a while.
And see, we're going to do a demo for dollars on the December one, so we can't. Unless, it wouldn't be a surprise if we plan it right in front of you, but unless we did kind of a end of year extra stream and had adult bevies. I'm just saying. Just saying.
That could always be a possibility. Night, Tashu.
Night, Tashu. No, I was telling JB, part of the reason there were a couple reasons I didn't push for a turkey this year. But one of the reasons is because I finally just admitted I've never had turkey that I liked as much as I liked my dad's smoked turkey growing up, and I just can't be bothered. Now, if you were like, I want to smoke a turkey breast or I want to smoke a turkey, I would absolutely support that. And I would, look, I'm Southern. I was raised to eat the thing politely. I would absolutely eat it.
Yeah.
And I might like it again or love it again, but I just have such, memories.
I mean, to me, I enjoy the smoked turkey more than...
Oh, I'll take it. Yeah, I only want it that way if I can. I remember... when 20 years ago now, Jesus Christ, 20 years ago now, when fried turkey became more of a popular thing, I'm sure it had been around for some amount of time prior, but in the South Mississippi area, it was the thing. And that's what the family my mom married into after my dad died. No, I don't refer to my family as the family my mom married into, but my evil stepdad's family. For years, that's the only way they would cook the fucking turkey. And I figured I would love fried turkey. I'd be like, I love fried chicken. I will love fried... I do not like fried turkey. I do not like it. I just don't like it. Now, part of it, I think, is the way they would do it. It was very spicy. They would inject the meat with spicy juice. And I was like, it ruined the turkey for me. Did not like it. But yeah, I am team smoke the turkey.
Yeah.
But yeah, my dad performed magic with the fucking thing. And then it made the best turkey sandwiches later. The best turkey sandwiches. The turkey was so good, I literally just put mayonnaise on my cheap ass white bread, put some turkey. I didn't need anything else. It was that good.
Wow.
Now, if you would like to chase that unicorn, I will support you. Because the last time you did smoke a turkey breast, it was not bad. It just, and I know that it's nostalgia and it's childhood memories, and that's probably not at all the same as reality and what it actually tasted like, but that's the thing I have in my head. And so it's like, meh. I mean, but if you want to accept the challenge, you go right ahead. I like turkey sandwiches.
Okay.
I like turkey sandwiches.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Apple beer, that sounds interesting.
You know me and beer.
Yeah.
X, I feel the same way. I'm trying not to think about Christmas yet, and yet I know we need to get our shit together or nobody is getting anything for Christmas. I'm focusing on the kids this year. I mean, I always focus on the kids, but they're the priority. What are they getting? And then JB got his. He's getting to go to the concert. We're done. We're done here.
That's a cool gift.
Yeah.
That's a cool gift.
Yeah. I don't know. I have a couple ideas for the oldest. They'll be practical things, though, which he'll be like, ugh. The youngest, though, I don't know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know. I mean, he even admits, I don't know what I want. You want to know when he knows what he wants? 4 days before Christmas.
Right.
And I'm like, dude, it is too late now. I cannot order it on Amazon and get it here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm hoping I've done this the past couple years when we got them like a big thing or whatever. We could take advantage of Black Friday prices. That would be nice.
Excuse me.
No, we've been so spoiled. My mom has had a habit for years of she likes to get me and JB a gift for us, like for our house or something, whatever. I think it's how we got the Roomba. It's how we got our air fryer.
Yeah.
And so she has not said anything, and I would never bring it up. Okay, I'm like, if she wants to do that, I'm here for it. She always asks if she's going to do it. If she doesn't do it, it's fine. But I did start planning. I was like, that coffee maker we keep looking at, and we want to get it at Black Friday prices, and then we never do. I think that needs to be our couple's gift this year. It's in her price range. I know it's in her price range. Oh my God. No. But I do know a couple things you're getting, and they're already on the way. They've been purchased by your mother-in-law. One thing I told her, and one thing she went, "Ooh, do you think he would like this?" And I went, "He would absolutely fucking love that." And she went, "Okay." So check that off the list. You're done. I mean, you probably get some gift cards too, but...
Well, I know a book I want.
Oh, I'm not going to talk about what it is that you might be receiving. I'm just letting you know. Because my mom won't be here for Christmas, so she's shopping and having it sent straight to us. She might come, I don't know. She might come after Christmas. But that's why she's coming now. She's somehow the week after Thanksgiving was, in her mind, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I mean, technically, she's right. It is.
Yeah.
It skews a little closer to Thanksgiving, but okay. So. But she's asking me what I want, and I'm like, fuck, I don't know. More money in my bank account? Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
So. And X, that's kind of been our thing for individually. Every gift giving time we kind of go, we ask together, what do you want? We're like, I don't know. If it's something we wanted, we probably figured out a way to get it, or it's a dream want, not a real want. So we're not even going to worry about it. So, no. No. Kitty, you know what? I hope that it was at a time you were like, hot damn, that is exactly what I needed. I'm trying to think. I think there was a year, I've never had a gift like that, like super practical, but I know that I've had like, was it grocery store gift cards? It was something where I could go get the very practical stuff that I needed. But for me, once I had the kids, like my mom, I'm an only child. My mom is gonna get me something for Christmas, but the focus was on the kids at that point, and certainly my money was focused on the kids. So at this point, I'm kind of like, oh, that's right. People buy me presents too. I still don't know what I want. Get me a coffee place gift card, and
yeah,
we'll move on.
Yeah. Edward, I don't think I've ever had roast goose.
I know I haven't.
I've had duck.
I tried duck once. I did not like it. I did. It was. No. Yeah, I would not that we're not broke now, it's just a different kind of broke. When I was broke back in the day, my wish list stuff tended to be like practical stuff where it was like, okay, so the kids need new shoes. Could somebody do that for me? That would be great. Thanks. So. But my mom is already, my mom's got a whole way about her now. So she is she was asking for her visit. She's like, okay, so which kid am I taking to what store to buy them what? And I'm like, well, I'm sure shit not going to stop you. You want to give them a new wardrobe? You go right on ahead. Because these children wear men's clothes now, and they have, like, they got tastes that they don't have the budget for, you know? As I explained to the oldest when I took him to Walmart a couple weeks ago, and he was trying to buy mouthwash, and he put Crest in the cart. I went, my money, store brand. Your money, name brand. He put the Crest back and picked up the store brand mouthwash. So, yeah.
Funny how that...
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he had been, up until that trip where I took him grocery shopping and took him to Walmart, and, spent however much money, I don't even know. And it not a lot for one person, but still. He had been doing it himself for a few weeks. I think he was like, I will get a little bit more if my mommy does. Which he did. He got, Walmart had for $20 a single cup iced coffee maker, so you could just one at a time make yourself an iced coffee. And did I buy him Death Wish coffee, which is not the cheapy coffee?
No.
Yes, I did. But you know what? He got the Equate mouthwash. It evens out. Girl math. Actually, that's mom math. I'll buy you all the cheap necessities and then buy you the name brand coffee. It's fine. It's fine. Because you're my baby and you want it. And you deserve nice things, honey. Just not the good mouthwash or toothpaste. So. No, I've never done duck. I've never done goose.
Yeah, duck I've had. Goose I've never.
I don't really think I have taken a bite of duck. But I'm not like had it as like a main thing of a meal. I think somebody had it and they're like, would you like a bite? I think. But I am a person who's had turtle and frog as part of a meal before, so I've gotten my my water animals in. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. You are checking the numbers on this cranberry poll.
I'm curious.
I understand. So I get curiosity, but like, are you gunning for a certain one to win?
Of course.
Are you disappointed with the current results or happy with them?
I'll never say.
You can say.
Nope.
You can say.
Nope.
Man, homeberry sauce. Homemade cranberry sauce. What are words? How do we speak? I don't know. No, I don't know. I've never had lamb either. I was trying to think there's a meat I have not had. Lamb is one I have not had.
Okay.
I've never had, is it veal? That's baby cat. Let's like.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and I've never had veal either. I don't want to. I don't. The ones that I find, well, I mean, cows, big grown cows are cute too, but like calves and sheep, they're too cute. I just can't. Also, I don't remember liking I don't think I'd like the flavor. Did I try a bite of veal one time? I think I tried a bite of veal. Somebody had ordered a veal something, and I tried a bite, and I did not like it. Nope. If anybody has recently joined the live stream, there's about 15 minutes left, and there is still time to ask a question if you'd like. I love prime rib.
Yeah.
Love prime rib. So here's what's funny. My only experience with prime rib up until the time I was like somewhere in my 30s was at kind of the old-fashioned restaurants. And it was like, there was prime rib night, and the only people ordering it were like blue hairs. And I say this to somebody with purple hair. The old people in the crowd, they were the only ones ordering it. I was like, I don't, and it didn't look like steak as I understood steak, right? Like, I understood steak to be ribeyes and New York strips and sirloins on the grill with a char on it. And so I would look at prime rib and be like, no, that can't be good. That can't be good. I'm not interested. And then my mom one Christmas was like, let's do prime rib. She got the standing rib roast, blah, blah. And she did it in a special way. That's the only way we now cook it. Anybody who cooks it in the family. I can't remember the way, but it's the way. And I had a bite. And I mean, in front of my very vanilla family, absolutely had a foodgasm. I was like, how much of this can I eat? How much of this can I hold in my body? I want more. And I prime rib is way too rich for my blood, but when a family member who has purchased the prime rib is like, let us have it for a holiday meal, I'm like, I'm bellying up to that fucking table.
And Silent, I'm with you. I miss venison. Growing
like venison.
Growing up as a kid, used to have it all the time.
The first time I ever tried venison was with a college boyfriend. His dad was like huge into hunting. I don't know terminology, would get one, and then had a friend who would like do the thing, and then he'd have deep freezers filled with different cuts. And it was like the meat that they ate. So I have absolutely had hamburger helper made with venison. And I've had like steak, kind of like anything you could have with beef, they would sub in venison. Yeah. And I learned very quickly, I don't like venison. Don't like venison.
No, I miss that. I used to have that all the time.
No, it's not my thing. Too gamey. Don't like that flavor. Don't like that flavor. I'm a poultry girl. I'm a beef girl. Definitely a beef girl. Yeah. I know. Limit your red meat. It's not awful for you, but it's not necessarily great for you if you have too much of it. But I'm happy when I'm eating red meat. I'm happier as a human being when I'm eating red meat, which we eat less of these days, like way less of.
Yeah.
Which is probably good for us. But something I miss we have not done in, God, I think since before COVID we haven't, because the prices went up so bad and our budget went down so bad. Ribeyes off the fucking grill with the nice char.
Yep.
My God.
Yep.
I just made my own mouth water. Oh my God, I would kill some ribeyes.
Rabbit's not bad, Silent.
I don't think, I've never had rabbit. I'm sure I've never had rabbit. Yeah, environmentally speaking, yeah. And I know that the common wisdom, so to speak, for years has been red meat is really, really bad for you. But I also believe that studies have come out semi-recently where red meat in moderation is okay for most people.
Yeah.
But if you eat, the poison's in the dose. If you eat too much of it, it's definitely not good for you. But for most people, I'm absolutely carnivorous. When I tried to do carnivore for like a hot minute, for a while I was getting the dopamine hit from it, and it was still fun. Oh, I was in heaven. I was like, ground beef, yes. Steak, yes. Red meat, yes. Give me all of it. And then I got bored. And then I was like, I don't like this. And then I started feeling yucky.
10 more minutes.
Yep. Yeah. I wish this has been a very good stream. My throat hurts from all of the good times. I wish the start had been
better. Yeah.
Better. Yeah. No doubt that some people wandered off and never wandered back.
Yeah. True.
So. And they missed out on gator cooch.
Yeah.
So. That sucks for them, really. It really does. Yeah, I've lost the plot. I'm starting to fade.
Yeah.
I'm starting to fade.
Excuse me.
Silent. I've not heard of Jamie French. Was her experience positive, neutral, not so great? I don't have any strong opinions on carnivore anymore. I've tried it. It did not work for me. Keto worked for me until it didn't.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying the life of not placing judgment on any food and there being, you know, things that you should eat in moderation, sure, but, you know, I'm not trying not to villainize any food, which is a total mind fuck, because I still absolutely look at a food and go, and then I'm like, oh, that's right, I was raised in the 80s and 90s, of course, when, you know, Dexatrim was on the fucking market, so maybe my relationship with food isn't very good. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Silent. I think that a lot of people who are not trying to make money off of the carnivore diet on the internet, you know, may have that. I think that's a more common experience, because I really did feel really good in the beginning,
right? And
then I did not.
Kinda.
And then any benefits, or I don't know if air quote that word, benefits, I was seeing that stopped very quickly. Kitty, I mean, maybe I need to put that on a t-shirt. Do like a superhero logo. Cooch of steel. You know, I think maybe once or twice in my life I've had grass-fed beef.
Really?
It's just so expensive.
Yeah.
If I'm remembering correctly, I remember it. Yeah, there's a definite difference, and it was delicious.
Mm-hmm.
But
It's true.
it's just not. Yeah. That was the other problem I had with towards the end with keto and carnivore, because I was trying to follow people who I thought were talking about it responsibly, but most people were like, oh, well, if it's not grass-fed, if it's not this, if it's not that, I'm like, I don't have the budget for that. So then I had the extra guilt of, am I doing this wrong? Am I not? Oh, let's just, no, thank you. No, well, you and I, for a while, when we were definitely doing keto for sure, and we were eating a lot more meat than we do now. I mean, we have some meals now that are like just there's no meat involved at all.
Mm-hmm.
But we even talked about like trying to find from like a local farm, like buying like a quarter of a side of beef, whatever, because we have a deep freeze. But never could make that work. I would still do that, like if we ever had the budget for that, because even the smallest cut they do for a family our size would still last like probably 6 months,
right?
And pound for pound, it's a better price. And then if it's a small like ethically, you know, whatever farm, like I would be happy to do that. But that'd be some damn good beef, but. We got about 5 minutes.
I know.
We're already starting to. Yeah, we're fading. I can't even hold thoughts in my head at this point. And I'm entranced by reading this live chat. Thank y'all for keeping that going. So yeah. I got nothing. And my eyes don't want to stay open now. I hope that means I actually sleep well.
Yeah, we both need a good night's sleep. We got a busy day ahead of us tomorrow.
Adrenaline will get us through most of it, but... Yeah. No, I keep having the... Even with I wear compression gloves at night now to sleep, to try and keep both the pins and needles in my hand thing from happening, and also the pain that goes with it, because it's very painful. And my right hand, I must be getting steadily worse, because even with my compression gloves, it woke me up 2 or 3 times last night. One of those times I had to sit fully up to get any pressure off of whether it was my shoulder or neck and try and find a position. And I just, I sat there and I was crisscross applesauce, and my eyes were closed. I'm just rubbing my hand, hoping the pain will go away, trying to find the right position. And I'm like tilting. I know I need to contact my doctor, but then it's going to be, come in for a visit. Here's a referral. I'll go see that specialist for that much money. And
I know.
there's probably some stuff medical intervention, maybe physical therapy is the next step, but it's like, okay, but all that costs money and takes time. And yet I'm like, I would kill for this feeling to go away. Because my other problem, I haven't really said anything. We'll talk about it now at midnight when we'll go to sleep. My fine motor skills and using my hands, going numb, painful buzzing. I have to use, like when we're doing resin, we pour resin into cups, we stir it up, you pour it into whatever. I have to use the big fat stick because if I hold anything that's too
small.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure around here there's probably somebody who'll sell you cuts of like farm raised pig, but I've never come across that. Beef, I absolutely have.
Beef, yes. We saw a trailer full of pigs going down the road
and
today.
We saw a trailer a couple cars behind it with 3 calves. They were precious.
Yeah.
Yes, Eva. Very true. Very true. We just got off the JB needing to go to the ortho. And I'm on a hiatus from going to see my gynecologist, even though I'm having hot flashes left and right and kind of miserable, but it's fine. So like there's a part of me that's like, I do not want to start up whatever. It'd probably be the ortho again, whatever all this is. I'm just like, it's expensive and it's time consuming.
Yeah.
And there's no easy fixes, and whatever fix there is takes for fucking ever.
Yeah.
I'm just like, look, can't you like just do something? Just cut it open right here in this exam room and make it better. Let us move on. Okay, we got a minute to go, y'all, and we are ending at midnight, and I will even in on an odd time if it happens. It's just one of those times.
Keep sliding down in my chair.
I can't keep my eyes open. Like, no, y'all, I really do have eyeballs. Yeah, I'm still on my hiatus for my hormone stuff. But I've got to get with the office because they were supposed to schedule me a time to go in and have lab work done before my January appointment. And that's when we'll look at my labs again and go, okay, where are you at now? What are we going to do? Give me back the fucking hormone medication because it hadn't fixed everything, but it was better than it is now.
Yeah.
Thank you, X.
Thank you.
We're looking forward to it. It's midnight, y'all. The computer clock that rules our life has spoken. We're going to go. Thank y'all for being here.
Thanks for joining us.
For anybody who sat and waited while we got the stream back together earlier, we really appreciate you. We will hopefully be back Wednesday with a typical live stream. We'll see how that goes. And we'll do this again next month. We love y'all. Bye.
Bye.